realized very young. I was almost 10 years old when I realized that I wanted to play squash professionally. I think a big part of it was that I didn't want to go to school. But my mom told me that I could continue playing if I studied school and I did college. So that was the only criteria. But I knew very, very young that squash was going to be my profession. I think growing up, because squash wasn't that well known, it was obviously tough getting sponsorship to play, as well as there was no support from the government at that time. So really my parents, they couldn't afford to travel with me. So when I was really young, I would go, when I was 11, 12, I would fly to countries on my own just to go play those junior events. Fortunately, I would win them and come back, and that would helped me play a couple more events in the year as well. So I didn't play every tournament growing up. I played one or two of the big ones, and I would do well in that, and that would help me play a few more other events. And then of course later on it got a little better with I did have a couple of corporates that helped me, but for the first 5-6 years of my junior career, it was just me and my family. I have just two that have meant a lot to me. The first one was when I was 14 and I won the women's nationals. It was something I really trained for, and in fact when I was 10 or 11, my father told me that I had to win the women's nationals when I was 15, so I really wanted to do it at 14. So when I did it at 14, like it was one of my goals, so that was something that meant a lot. And I think the second one would be winning the gold at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow with Deepika. That really changed squash in India, and that raised the profile of our game so much more. We got a lot of support from the government, from the state government, and that kind of put squash a lot on the map. And that's what her and me really wanted to do as well, to really get the game out there. And I think by us winning that gold, that really helped. My bond, we've been playing on the professional tour for a very long time. We share rooms all the time, for tournaments. We eat lunch, dinner, we go shopping, we take flights together. So I've spent a lot of time with her on court as well as off court as well. And having her on the team has been really good for Indian squash. In fact, a lot of the events and team championships that we won and we won medals at had a lot to do with her being there. She's won us a lot of matches that we thought we would lose with the rest of the team. So she's been very supportive that way to Indian squash. And yeah, I mean, she took a 3-year break to have kids, and now she's coming back next week with me to play the World Doubles Championships. So it's something we both are really looking forward to. On an off day, I don't do a lot. If I'm really tired, I just hang out at home and just relax. Otherwise, I love playing other sports. So I'll go play badminton, tennis, table tennis, everything. Like whoever's ready to accept me in their group to play another sport, like I kind of look forward to that. Like I said, I train kind of like 6 days a week, so I don't really get time to go out or explore the city too much. So I kind of just stick to what I know. I do try surfing once in a while, but then I don't do it too much unless I have enough time between tournaments, because you can get injured, and so I try and keep it a little safer. Wow, that's a fully loaded question. I mean, some of my best experiences have been in the last 2 decades of playing on the tour. I've been traveling for junior tournaments since I was 11 years old, so it's been exciting. It's been a lot of highs, it's been a lot of lows, but the one thing I feel that has worked for me is just I really enjoy what I do. I'm very passionate about my training, playing for India, and I think that's really helped me enjoy the process a lot more. It's of course it's like there are days where you question yourself a lot or you have a lot of doubts, but I've always managed to not let that take over or consume me for too long. I'm someone who just likes to get on with it and move on to the next tournament or the next phase of what I need to do to get better as an athlete or as a squash player. I'm going to say India because I love coming back to India. I travel obviously everywhere for tournaments and all of that, but I just love taking that flight back home to India. That's my favorite destination is Chennai. I've met a lot of people obviously through my tours, through tournaments, at the games when you meet different athletes from different sports. So I'm not going to name one person, but I've met mainly athletes from different sports. Like that's been exciting because we're all kind of on the same journey, but like we're in different fields. So it's very exciting to know how they train, like their diet, how they handle pressure, how they handle their difficulties, in matches. And so yeah, and it's nice in a way that you understand them, but you also learn so much more about how a champion in another sport handles the same kind of pressures that I would have to handle in a match and stuff like that. So I think I learn a lot about things like that, and I also learn a lot from athletes who are just very normal, down to earth, no matter how much they've achieved. Like that inspires me. A little bit in the future, I think, I'm obviously still playing professionally right now, and right now my goal is obviously to win medals at the Commonwealth and the Asian Games. In the long future ahead, I would like to get into working with kids, coaching kids and trying to create more awareness of the game on the grassroots level and really getting kids involved in playing sport. So that's one of my dreams. I would say, pick up a sport. It's a lot of fun playing any kind of sport, and really being passionate about what you do, enjoying what you do, and working hard and never giving up. Like, share, and subscribe. So many bloopers. Like, share, and subscribe to Provoke TV.